This is a story of the pirate Turdface Bob and my great Ashen Winds skull robbery. See, it all started when I was taking a nap on an island. You see, I was minding my own business while an Ashen Lord resided on the island next to me. I noticed a ship came crashing in to fight him. I swam over after they were done. Decided to board their ship to see if I could get the great Ashen Winds skull, but I must remain undetected. I heard the cannon shoot, and then I climbed aboard. I hid on the back of the ship, where I didn't think anyone would see me. Decided to take a little bit of a nap, you see. As nightfall hit, I woke up. The only problem was I didn't know where the skull was. It wasn't in the cabin, it wasn't on the top deck. Where had they hid it? This was gonna prove risky. I charged down below deck, but I was spotted. I didn't know what to do, so I just hid and hoped they wouldn't notice me. Maybe they just thought I was a crewmate. Maybe they got confused. So I just hid down there below deck and waited a bit. And that's when I saw them coming. They came searching for me and walked right past me. How did he miss me? I waited a little bit longer in fear that they might come back, but they didn't seem to notice me. As soon as I had an excuse and I heard the chest of rage go off, I decided to get up and search for the Ashen Winds skull. And there it was, the wondrous, the beautiful Ashen Winds skull, worth 10,000 gold. It was all mine, but I had to find a way to get off with it. I went up to the top deck. I hoped to get on the rowboat, but I saw a crewmate up there and just decided to jump into the water. Maybe a bit foolish, but I was going to swim to an island or even a rock and just leave the skull there and come back for it. But wait a minute. I noticed all of a sudden that they were already there at Ancient Spire Outpost. I only had to swim a little bit. I swam as fast as I can. Swam like Michael Phelps on steroids. I might be exaggerating a little bit, but I had to come up with a plan. You see, they parked right near the Order of Souls where I would need to sell the skull. And while I was confident in my combat skills, defeating 4 at once and risking the skull would be a foolhardy endeavor. I decided I would hide the skull. I'd hide it in the cave on the backside of the island. Pirates rarely ventured there. They wouldn't see it. And they were parked on the other side anyway. I climbed the ladder with the skull in hand and dropped it off in the cave. I went to fight them a bit, got a chest, but they killed me. I came back with my ship for the Ashen Winds skull. I recruited an open crewmate I saw on the shore somewhere. I didn't know if they knew anything. I just had them so that my ship wouldn't sink. Had lots of supplies on there after all. And then I dove in with the skull and swam to the Order of Souls. In the distance I could see their galleon sailing away. I had fired some shots at it on the way in, but only did minimal damage. They didn't have anything anyway, and now I was able to sell this skull for 10,000 gold. And that's the story of Turdface Bob and the great Ashen Winds skull robbery. If you see me out on the seas, just remember to say hi and say, "Hey Mang, let's turn it up."